So a couple of different users have asked about how to do a mark time in Field Artist. So I'll show you two ways to do that. Here's the first way. Let's just draw a form. Right click on the form to add some cast. To do a transition, one way to do that is to right click on the form, hit transition, 32 steps. Here's what we haven't talked about. Hold before and hold after. Hold before is mark time at the beginning. Hold after is mark time at the end. Let's just make them both 8. Usually they're going to be 0. And we hit our OK to do the transition. We always get this dialog that's explaining that now we're in step 32. If we want motion, we have to move the form with our mouse. Notice we really have two forms now. Every time we do a maneuver, a transition, we always have two forms. They may look the same, but they're really different. One is on 0, one is on 32 in this case. We click our panels to go to 0, go to 32. To get motion, we first select this, then we drag it to get motion. You see the dotted lines, that's showing you the motion. Now if we click back to step 0 where we began, notice we click off one step at a time using the foot button. See how the scale down here is changing? The status line is showing the step is changing, but they're not moving because they're marking time. Now they're moving. They're going to actually move 16 steps out of the whole 32. When they get to the end, they're going to mark time for 8 more. Notice we're still clicking off steps here with the foot button. Now we're on 32. So we did a mark time at the beginning and the ending. So I'll show you another way to do that. Let's just go File New to get another empty show. Start all over again. Take our line tool again, clicking on this line button, draw another line, just drag with the mouse. Get our pointer, right click to add some cast, hit OK, add some cast. Do a transition again. This time, let's make it for 8 counts and hit OK. We still get the same dialog. It's again warning us to move the form if we want to create motion. But if you want to mark time, don't create any motion. Leave the form where it is. Hit OK. Now you have a transition that's an 8 count transition where there's no motion. That's a mark time. So you can actually rewind to the beginning. See, here we are at step 0, step 8. We're in the same place. Now we can right click, do another transition to step 40. It's going to take 32 steps. Hit OK. Now we do select and move the form, and now we do get some motion. See the dotted lines there. Now notice we have 3 forms here because we're in two transitions. From 0 to 8 is one transition where nobody moves to mark time. From 8 to 40 is another transition where people do move. So one way to mark time is just to do a transition but not move the form. And you can do this all over the place. You can move some forms while leaving others in the same place. So you have some people marking time while other people are moving. You can have different people moving at different times. So that's 2 different ways to do a mark time in Field Artist.